The Spring Undergraduate Research Forum, also known as Surf Day, gives students a chance to showcase their hard work every year. Students gathered in McKinnon Hall to hear presentations ranging from the Amazon trees to microbiology. For students like sophomore Dustin Ferris, it's a day to get inspired.
Nice to, hear students present, and it's interesting because it might be something I want to do later.
When senior Katie Karofsky was a sophomore, she was just beginning her research. 2 years later, she is finally seeing all that hard work pay off.
I like Surf Day a lot. I think it's a great way to cap off the year. I feel like having it other times might not be as effective. I think having it at the very end is awesome to see all these, especially being a senior, there's so many seniors who put in so much effort. So at the end of the year, it's kind of that nice, we're done. This is kind of it.
Kids are just like you and me. We both go to class, we both do the same homework, but for one cross-country runner, today's Undergraduate Research Forum showcases just how much harder it is to balance athletics and academics. Senior Sabina Baines is no stranger to pressure. She's a runner after all. But at today's surf presentations, she faced a challenge nearly an entire year in the making.
I started compiling the data over the summer, which took a while. It took me about 2 months to do that.
Baines and her advisor researched racing trends amongst NCAA track runners, combining her two passions all into one project.
One of the most important things that we found was that the pace for your last mile, if that was quicker than the pace for your first 5 miles, you're more likely to have a better race. It's been really great actually, because in class, you just work on something for a project, but here I'm actually interested in I'm passionate about what I'm doing. It was kind of a real world experience where I got to use every step that I've learned and put it together.
Even with a slightly lighter course load this year, Baines put in a lot of time. And much like competing in a race, not everything ran so smoothly.
At one point we were having trouble finding significant results, so that was kind of hard. And sometimes the SAS program was really finicky.
The presentation may be done, but the finished product is far from complete.
I'm pretty relieved it's over, but we're still working on it because we're trying to submit a paper, so there's still a couple things that we want to analyze before we're through.
Baines will test her own theory when she runs a 10K at the end of the month.
And thank you, Justin, for that wonderful sports update.
You're welcome, as
Justin,
always.
you went on a number of wonderful sports adventures over your 4 years. What was your favorite sports adventure or covering a sporting event throughout your 4 years?
It's really hard to pick. There were so many great ones like you mentioned, but probably our sophomore year when the men's soccer team had that incredible run. I went to Los Angeles to watch them play UCLA in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Just being out in Los Angeles for a day. I mean, who does that at our age? It was incredible.
That's amazing. And then you got to go to a number of conference tournaments for basketball as well, didn't you?
Yes, you and I went together one time to Asheville for the SoCon tournament, for the last SoCon tournament, and then I've gotten to go back home to Baltimore the last 2 years and cover them there. So a lot of good basketball, soccer, football, you name it. I've covered it, just about everything, I think.
Fantastic.